Yo, it's your boy O, and you see where we at. But I got something special for y'all today. It's the first season of Architects of the Culture. And to my right, I got my dog, Lou.
What's happening? What's happening? Trey Four Finals, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? How you been, bro?
I ain't making no noise, you know what I'm saying? Coming around, want to see what's going on, you know. Been watching you a long time, been following you, been one of your biggest supporters.
That's a fact since day one.
So, you know, it was only right we try something.
Oh, yeah.
So we trying something.
Trying something we are. To my left, we got Kidemo Dreams, a.k.a. Kidemo, the CEO of True Dreams Radio.
Right on.
What's up? How you feeling?
What's good? What's good? I am definitely honored. I am Kidemo, you guys, the owner, one of the radio personalities for True Dreams Radio. So you guys already know we support everybody, all genres of independent artists, creatives, entrepreneurs. So I'm actually honored to be a part of this first segment that we got going on when it comes down to this art of tech culture. So we got to talk about it. I'm ready to get into it. Let's get it.
Sure. And I appreciate you because, you know, when you say fuck it, you just got to try different things. And this is a prime example. So any feedback, good, bad, leave it in the comments. Let us know what we can do to improve the show. And if you want to be a guest or if you want to sponsor, like, one day, holla at me.
Get it.
Let's go way back. Let's start from the beginning. What got you into being the media mogul that you are today?
To be all the way back, like I'm talking like as a child, okay? So listen, I was born and raised as in a single parent home, only child too. So shout out to my baby brother though. So I do have a baby brother, I do have some siblings on my dad's side of the family. However, with my mother, it was just my mother and I. And so, you know, I feel like as little girls, we're a little mature, so we can stay at home a little early by ourselves, right? When our mama got to get to the money.
Gotcha.
So I was very dramatic. Clearly, I had, imaginary friends, okay? So with that being said, we had a friend of the family that used to work for, so I'm originally from Durham, raised in Charlotte.
Okay.
So at K97.5, we had a family that was a program director, a family and a friend that was a program director there. So he used to let us go to the station all the time and let me be like on the show with the DJs. I got like first dabs on like, new singles from like artists. So at this time, we talking like Missy, Legendary, Sierra, a little bit, everybody, Jada Kiss.
What year is this?
This is like, so let me just be exact, you guys. This is like around, I want to say, right like 2000 because September 11th happened 2001 if I'm not mistaken, right? And that's when we moved to Charlotte. So just to make that transparent, so I was born in Durham, and then we moved to Charlotte when I was 10. So however, he used to always give me like the little like soundtracks and things like that. So I, as a kid is going to literally mimic what they see. So I mimic what I've seen. So when I went to the radio stations, I would go home. I got a karaoke machine. I put a red sheet of paper on my door telling my mom, do not come in here. We're live. Okay. And ain't nobody in here but me. But however, I'm playing like 3 different voices until I had my sleepovers on the weekends. So however, I was just like doing my little radio show. So it was called K94.10. So it was for K for Kiara, 94 for my great grandmother. She was alive at the time. And 10. I was 10 years old. And from there.
So 10 years old, you started actually.
Yes.
That's
and
crazy.
so it's so funny, y'all. Like, even though we're millennials, I feel like we got the best of both worlds. Because I had my cassette tapes, okay? So I had my cassette tapes when I was recording. And then I graduated to CD, stream, on it, whatever. So to be honest, every Fridays, my mama would have like fried fish Fridays, and everybody comes to the crib. So that was like my audience. So now, as I'm getting older, my mom like, you can have sleepovers, things like that. So I'm like, okay, y'all. So my girls will come over. So I'll make them create like a bio about themselves, like, cause I'm like, y'all, but
crazy.
I didn't know at the time that's an EPK. So this is why I really rock with independent artists, but we'll get more into that. But however, I'm like, y'all, we gotta do our bio. After that, we gotta do an interview on K94.10. and then we get to perform. And that was the stage.
This is at 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's
literally.
crazy. Y'all probably be up all night long doing this shit.
Think about what you was doing at 10 years old, Lou. What the fuck was we doing?
Bruh, at 10, I was playing football. Pop Warner football. That's what I was doing.
But that's discipline. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah, it's a form of discipline, right?
yeah.
Sports is discipline. See, I sucked at sports, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. Okay, so let's take that back. 10, right? Okay, so I also played basketball for 2 years.
Okay.
8 through 10, and I sucked. Okay, that's the best way to put it. I was not good at sports. Okay, the power of my tongue was better than I'm all on the court. So listen, I respect people that play sports because I'm like, that's a form of discipline and talent. You know, the best way to put it. And structure and consistency. Like, if anything, sports is probably more deeper than entertainment to me, just because it's like especially just looking at the environment, like it's a year long, it don't stop. You know what I'm saying? For you guys. So yeah, but I just suck. I played basketball. I was part of a team. My coach, I'm left-handed, y'all. He talking about, Wilson, I can't teach you how to shoot. You left-handed. And everybody was right-handed. So I'm just like this for 2 years. You know, so defense. I don't feel like I did a great job. Yeah, I was defense like crazy, honey, okay? Hated doing suicide.
So you were super trash at sports. Okay.
Trash, y'all. Don't ask me to do a sport.
What was the first moment in radio? You said you started at 10 years old. That you realized, okay, I got something here.
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. I would really say, like, and it's funny because it's more me referencing other people, so I'm trying to think about myself.
Gotcha.
So put it like that, because I could easily say, like, when somebody else recognized it within me, and the first person would be my mother. But
speak on your mother's.
Yeah, my mother, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm being dramatic. My mother would literally say her first time knowing I was special was in daycare.
Right on.
I was going to a daycare where they was mistreating the kids, and my mother was like, "No, I'm not." I like, she didn't feel comfortable, so she became a daycare teacher. And then I started going to the daycare that she became a daycare teacher at. Now, she wasn't my teacher because, of course, like, you know, contracts, whatever.
Right.
But however, she wanted to be where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And so my mother is very, very, and you guys, whoever will know me, unapologetically Black. Excellence, to be exact. Not Black, but Black excellence.
Right.
So, and daycare, she teaching us how, which is so funny now, like, shout out to 808. Fresh and all them, you know. But however, my mother been telling me that we were the first original cowboys and cowgirls. You know, so she taught me that Black history. It wasn't just the unfortunate what we're taught, like we're slaves. And no, we were excellent. So she used to teach that for daycare kids. So she had a Black history play, and I was Maya Angelou. And so my quote was, I keep my eyes on the prize. And so she always tell this story to people where it was like a line on stage where all the kids are supposed to stand at when they present. And she was like, everybody did it all week, including you. She said, but in the performance, she said, who is the kid that decided to go above the line and stand at the edge? And yeah, I keep my eyes on the prize. And so she always bring that up with me. So I will say with her, on top of God and then myself, to be honest, like, I feel like I just always kind of like had that confidence. And that's why I was like, I can't think of an age. The only age I'll say realistically, which I just told my friends about last night, which is so funny, is that my mother had me try for Showtime the Apollo, right?
Oh, shit.
So, y'all, I thought I could sing, okay?
Let me hear this. So did you
I can't. Listen, I can't listen. I thought I could sing. So I thought that this was our moment. To make it, right? So my mom was like, Kiara, Showtime the Apollo is going to be in Raleigh. Like, you ready? I'm like, oh, yeah. I got the demos. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? When I used to stay at home by myself, I used to, like, we had yellow pages. Y'all, man.
Wow.
Okay? So I used to call the yellow pages and call record labels and be like, hey, can I sing? So they just let me go along with it. They probably heard I was a kid, clearly.
Right.
So they'll be like, yes, I'll come on. Be like, hey, y'all remember Flash Disc? So right, yeah, I'm going way back. Y'all, I'm only 33 because I'm proud, but with my age. But yes, that's what I'm saying. We got the best of both worlds with millennials, and so I would go.
Using them AOL dial.
What? Well, you can't even. You gotta wait till your mama get home to get on the internet because she gotta reach you. Don't do that. You can't get on the internet while your mama is going from the house. So anyway, however, it was my big moment, right? I'm thinking I'm about to make my family rich. I'm like, this is my moment. And so now the catch is, in my spirit, in my soul, I knew I want the best singer, okay? But I love Aaliyah, okay? And Destiny Child. So I thought that, I could be them, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay. I'm not, as a kid, I'm very still paying attention. I'm very observant. I notice when people do like gospel songs or 70s songs, the crowd sings, right? So I call myself about to do like Marvin Gaye, Ain't No Man. So I was singing it to my mom. Singing it to my mom. My mom talking about, this is how smooth she told me that I couldn't sing. She said, Kiara, everybody gonna sing. Everybody go dance. You gotta stand out, baby. You gotta be different.
So she knew you was mediocre.
Knew I was mediocre. But knew I had a voice. This was crazy part. She was like, so what about doing a spoken word? Now I'm like 9. So I'm like, spoken word,
They would know her
boom,
mama as a
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, boom, spoken word. But however, this was the year that, like I told y'all, one of my inspirations at the time was Aaliyah. This was the year Aaliyah died. So I'm like, and I was supposed to meet her that year because now we're gonna retract that for a second. I remember I said I had a friend of the family that was in the radio industry.
Right.
He had booked her to do her tour in Raleigh. She done died. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already heartbroken from my first little celebrity energy. That's crazy. Now I'm thinking I'm about to do this for her on top of my family. You know what I'm saying? Right? Doing it for Lil Say, man. I'm trying to do it for you, Aaliyah. So anyway, so my mom was like, right, for real. So mom was like, let's do a spoken word. So we did. I did a spoken word and it was a tribute to Aaliyah. Okay. So I took her song titles and we put it into an actual poem. Okay. I only made it to the second round. I didn't make it to the finale. But however, that was like it was like my spark on like never be like everybody else.
Right.
Because everybody got on that stage and even though I wanted to sing because I thought I could sing, I was like, nobody didn't do a spoken word. Nobody didn't do poetry. Nobody didn't actually like speak on how they feel. That was my girl, from little to they know. Right. But it looked like marketing wise, timing wise, great because she just passed. You know what I'm trying to say, to be honest. So it was just like, to me, even though
you used Aaliyah's death as a rollout to get your talent on.
Aaliyah, you look. The family don't sue me, baby.
I ain't even looking at it like that.
Don't sue me, baby.
I didn't see it. I did not see that.
I didn't see that till now because that's how this marketing work, right?
Wow.
Hey, you're right.
We can talk about what just happened in Charlotte. That's how it work, right? Okay. Yeah. But no, I love you, Aaliyah.
Man.
Let me ask you that real quick. Getting off subject. Did y'all see the baby's video?
The new video? Yeah. I seen part of it. I just seen what he had showed on the ground.
What y'all thought about that?
Well, he didn't. Basically, what I think he was saying was, why ain't nobody help her? You know what I'm saying? And they say it's one dude that supposed to have help her that seen her bleeding out or whatever, but you know what I'm saying?
I've been super transparent. Now, when it comes down to like topics like this, I will admit I always be like absent from social media because personally, for me, if I'm adamant on something, it's not to be like I'm more adamant on things that's facts, not opinions. Right. So I don't like to argue facts with people.
Right. Because facts.
Facts is just facts. So I don't be on it too much. But however, the only reason why I'm in between. Super in between, the best way to put it, is because I seen a certain particular content, which is what happened, but I also seen another particular content that shows what happened.
Oh, we definitely seen.
So with that being said, unfortunately, because of the power of technology, Now, transparency, God rest her soul. And anybody for that matter in particular that has lost their lives innocently because she's not the first.
Right.
You know, if we're going to make murals to be transparent, and we're going to make murals about her in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Is that what's going on?
You know, but that's what they're well, Elon Musk, I know, and a lot of other people are willing to put forth millions of dollars to create murals for her throughout cities, not just Charlotte. Now, this is what I will say. I always respect the innocent, but let's do all of the innocents. Because there was also a serial killer back in 94 out here that killed over 12 black women, and none of them don't have morals out here. That's all I'm saying.
Really?
And that's a serial killer, which in other words, we know for a fact that they died off innocence as well.
Did he ever get caught? I never heard
He did. He did. And he's still in prison to this day. He has a death penalty. He just haven't passed yet. But however, 1994, y'all just the best way to put it. So to me, naturally speaking, I'm always gonna look at every shade. I am a black woman too, so I'm gonna look at us. But 12 black women, easily got killed within weeks.
Wow. And
like I said, we talking like millennials, but so now that was 2 years old. Well, I'm born 92, but that's 2 years old for me. But nonetheless, I didn't even know about it until I had an ex from some years ago who actually lost someone from that situation. So in other words, I wouldn't even have known about it. Right. That's the best way to put it. Right. So to me, I feel like if we're going to acknowledge innocence that has been killed in Charlotte, let's make sure we acknowledge all of them. You get what I'm saying? Not that situation sucks because it was on social media technology. But I'm only 33. So in other words, that wasn't long ago. Let's acknowledge those women too. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Wow.
I will say this though, pertaining to the video, the actual baby video, which I think I love. I love it, and I don't think I because it brought back talking about the creativity. Music kind of was in a stalemate as far as the creative side of the music videos. The music videos are kind of going to the wayside.
Oh, now he is very creative with his videos. So when it comes
to actual music being the driving point of conversation, I felt like he did a great job at that. So
shit,
I will give you that.
Buddy gonna be on the big screen. Watch what I tell you.
I will give you that.
He's already on it, but you know what I mean.
Like, and that's something that you pointed out, and something that both of y'all pointed out at the same time. This is the perfect generation to produce music video content. Right. When you think about like our legends, some of them people may cancel, but I'm just being factual. And some of them has passed, but I'm just thinking factual. When you think about like our Michael Jacksons, Missy Elliott, Busta, R. Kelly, Ozzy, but when you think about Prince, when you think about if they had the technology that we have today, their videos would be like 10 times, like it'll be a whole movie. Right. Because their videos was movies back then. Right. Like, and it's so funny because I would do music I do music review shows, right? And people always laugh at me because I say like the TikTok music, right? In other words, when the songs is like 2 minutes long. I'm like, y'all do realize songs used to be an average of like 3 minutes and 30 seconds and higher and higher
right.
and higher and higher.
The older you go with the music, the longer the damn songs
and higher. I'm being nice saying 3:30. Shit. But now it's like 1:42. Okay, but with that being said, I'm like, y'all, like we got this platform for an example, but I'm like, we have now the power of technology. You would think the music videos would be like extraordinary. But it's like now I feel like celebrities as in artists too, okay? Because I'm always going to look at my independent artists. Y'all going to make it there. But with that being said, though, everybody is so big on trying to be so, to me, personal, that you're not sticking with your art. And that's why I feel like it's not a lot of art, because y'all mimicking the art. Because if it was really art, then you'll be doing that. If I was an artist and had this capability of effects and action, and I don't even have to pay, like you mentioned, the millions. You can put yourself in Abu Dhabi at this point in life. You could put yourself in Miami. You could put yourself in New York off of, the best way to put it. So it's like, if y'all, how are y'all not taking your words, turning it into a film, just like these artists that y'all still sample their music from? Okay? You want to make music, everybody's so quick on making this money.
There you go.
But you ain't trying to be legendary. Your music need to be sampling. Timelessly. I just told my homegirls last night, I said, yo, I want to make beats. Well, that's a secret, but y'all. But I want to make beats that's like literally straight up 70s, 60s, old school beats, like where literally like I'm like, I just gotta find a time. My life busy. I want to find a time where I can like literally learn every instrument, the piano, the guitar, the trumpet. Why? Because guess what? You're gonna keep sampling my stuff.
Lenny Kravitz, all that.
I always say great music, great visual, they live on forever, way past you. And I always ask artists, what is the legacy that you want to be remembered by?
What they call it now, that the kids call it where everything moves so fast, like they be on something for 2 seconds and then
ADHD.
Well, yeah,
Type,
they on Adderall. They turned up.
That's the world we live in. Days are going quicker. You know what I'm saying? We about to be in 2026.
Crazy.
ASAP.
And it's just like, but it's all intentional though.
It's definitely
I definitely
that.
feel like the way that we are not utilizing our abilities and our creativity and our brain power.
That's because you be on the rush.
It's to keep us in this rat race.
There it is. You in the rush.
When you think about it, I always say, they always ask about like who are the top artists that are really putting on. They're all lyricists. They're all people that have a message. When you think about the Drakes, the J. Coles, the Kendricks, they take time with their music. Doechii, she takes time with her music. She puts out dope videos. Like,
I'm still Jadakiss, that type shit. Yeah.
She's top 5 dead or alive.
But get the essence of what y'all naming. It ain't nobody right now in the past 10 years that just started that y'all name. Yeah. That's what's scary about music. Now, see, I'm a fan of, like I tell people all the time, I'm a fan of music. Like I'm a legit, like I'm just a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, so it's so funny because it's hard for me now being in the media, especially radio world, where people be like, what's your latest new artist? And it's like, I still listen to artists that's basically my age group. Even if they're independent, I still listen to independent artists that's more so my age group. And I'm not knocking my young artists. But I do feel like because of this, the power of social media, it has allowed for everybody to think that they can do music. And it sounds uncomfortable
Everybody
to say.
Everybody has a voice on social media.
Listen, I feel you, and it sounds uncomfortable to say this, and I know it may be very rude, excuse me. And I'm looking dead in the camera when I say this. Everybody does not have the gift to do music. And why I say that, because I could take accountability. If you've been listening to this interview, I pointed myself out. I will be honest, my mother pointed me out before I knew it, but regardless, maybe I could have took vocal lessons. But guess what? I took my voice, even though it wasn't a singing voice, and I still took my voice, and I still carry now a legacy of 10 years with the power of my voice. It wasn't in the lane of music, but it was still in the lane of making sure that the power of music was being spread. So sometimes what you need to understand is that it may not be the lane that you want to be in particular. And you can work on that lane. So like I said, again, I could have took vocal lessons or whatever. But the essence is that I still knew that, and my mother knew, that I had the power of the tongue and my voice. And I spoke it so much to where I'm able to confidently say 6 years I was full-time with my dreams. 10 years this business has been going on. I met legends, and I met the most, what y'all may consider the most smallest independent artists, which I feel like they celebrities too. But whatever, I've met them of all kinds. Literally speaking, we just spoke about the baby. Literally, like so many. So it's just, with that being said, to me, I look at it as, stop going with the trend and go with really what you are more so with what you feel comfortable with your spirit and your destiny. Because I joke with y'all, I said, I did that song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, because I knew deep down, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, but I wanted the acceptance. When you take away not being accepted and just being who you are, you get so much further in life. And that's what I did. If I was just trying to be accepted, I probably wouldn't even be doing this interview right now. I just straight up.
And on that note, we're going to take a break. See you in 5.
Let's get it.
So now we're going to get into how did you start your radio station? Let's talk about that.
Yes. So truthfully, True Dreams Radio started in 2014. Okay, so I graduated from school. I'll keep it brief. Got into some trouble. Okay.
Oh, shit.
We all get in some.
I got into some trouble, honey. So I had to humble
You ain't
myself.
living if you ain't got in no trouble.
Okay.
Can you dig it? You know what I'm saying?
You need the troubles, and I say the storms and the sunshine. You need both, okay? You need the rain and it need to be sunny next day. So I had some rain, all right? That's the best way to put it. Right. And I'm be very transparent. I was actually embarrassed of my rain, my storm.
Okay.
And so I kept it to myself. I didn't share with my family. It was like one of the biggest moments of my life. And then now I have the rain, you know, after the sunshine. And so I was trying to figure it out on my own and was too embarrassed to share it with my loved ones. And so my mother, you know, she was seeing me working like some 9 to 5s, and she was just like, let's go to, if anybody know about that, Waffle House. So she was like, let's go to the Waffle House. And it was on a Sunday morning, and I got my little all-star meal. Okay, I'm thinking she just want to go for breakfast. And she was like, listen, like.
Can I say something real quick? You got to put respect on the Waffle House.
Oh,
A
damn.
lot of niggas be acting like the Waffle House don't be motherfucking.
Why they act like it don't hit?
Man.
What?
The all-star meal, is you crazy?
I'm trying to tell you. I need my round sausage.
Come on.
You know what I'm talking about?
And now they got chicken sausage now. I ain't
What?
even know that.
What? I didn't know that neither, because I don't eat beef and pork.
They done fucked the game up. I used to get
Hey,
the
fuck.
on the side, now they got the
My
chicken
fat
sausage.
ass eat everything. I know
See,
I
I
need
get
to.
two. I get
don't give a
the
fuck.
chocolate waffle.
Fuck it.
And then I get a plain waffle. And then what I do with the chocolate sprinkles, I put the joint on the plain.
Straight up.
See, my all-star meal come with the waffle, the scrambled eggs. It's a hit or miss with the grits or the hash browns.
You gotta have your eggs with the cheese.
Yeah, with the cheese.
I can't get the cheese.
I love the cheese.
You tripping, cuz? What the hell wrong with you?
Cheese and grits don't even.
What the fuck?
That must be some down south shit, right?
Yeah, y'all that sugar.
Y'all put sugar in the grits.
We do. When I was young, we used to. I don't do it now. But when I was a young, we used to.
But the cheese on the eggs.
My uncle used to do that shit. Man, you fucking tripping. So your eggs white than the bitch.
And it's good. Salt,
You
pepper,
fucking.
that's all you need.
Well, motherfucker, you tripping. You got to have the cheese is what bonds the motherfucker together.
The salt and pepper is what makes it.
The cheese bonds that.
The salt
It can't be called scrambled.
The salt and pepper is
you
just
got
like.
cheese.
The salt and pepper
It can't
is
be called
like.
scrambled now unless you got cheese.
We're going to debate that later. Let me know in the
Think
comments.
about it with biscuits.
I'm going to call your motherfucking eggs separate.
Ah.
That's what your shit is.
Think about it like scrambled egg biscuit. You got the cheese on it. You ain't doing just a scrambled egg biscuits.
Scrambled egg biscuits?
And bacon.
With jelly on that motherfucker. You fucking tripping. Boy.
Hey, listen, shout out to Durham, North Carolina,
That's why I
because
used to
Biscuitville, I think they building another one. I seen one in Concord, near Concord Mills. Biscuitville. If you want me to promote you, I will do that for you.
Biscuitville, I'm getting the pancakes out of that motherfucker.
Biscuitville, baby. On my soul.
It's some southern shit.
Biscuitville, that's some straight southern. That's some straight southern energy. All of it.
In the tray 4 on Peters Creek. Yep.
Durham, North Carolina, I was just saying.
By for Tech.
Let's get back on track. So, where was we at?
Well, you the one that started talking about the eggs.
Because you know what I'm so mad. I don't like the disrespect that Waffle House did.
No, the Waffle House.
We had a point where it's just like, man, I'm trying to save every dollar I can.
Now, shout out to the Waffle House because they just announced that they're gonna be working with DoorDash. So they're gonna be doing delivery. started
how much DoorDash costs on top of your shit?
Them waffles gonna be cold.
Man, them waffles gonna be cold. You gonna pay
don't do them like that. Waffle House, if you want to do a DoorDash commercial, I got you. You know, don't do it like that.
Well, fuck, I ain't gonna take. I'm sorry, but y'all motherfuckers high as a bitch.
I ain't gonna say the Waffle House, but goddamn, you can be looking at the motherfuckers in the Waffle House. Why are you calling the motherfuckers? And they ain't gonna pick that shit.
They ain't gonna pick up a fuck thing.
They gonna look at their phone.
They ain't gonna pick up a fuck thing.
You better go get up in there, right?
You better walk your ass in there.
Yeah.
And you gonna walking in there looking at the phone ring. You like,
okay, that may be
you
a
know
challenge.
It's me. Huh?
We're gonna speak positivity into that though. That may be a challenge though.
It's just
because
funny.
I'm not gonna lie, until I get to Waffle House, that's when they order their meal. When you call them, they ain't like the Chinese food shop where they got your meal ready.
What time of the day it is. Them motherfuckers is not picking up the phone.
They not.
You can walk in that bitch and you know that is me on line 3. That is me on line 3. Bitch, push the button.
Answer that call.
Bitch, push the motherfucking button.
They're only doing the DoorDash.
God damn, I ain't even
8 p.m. at night, so it's starting late.
Man, look, man.
8 p.m.
I ain't want
at
to come
night
in this
till like-
motherfucker because I know somebody finna throw a plate in this bitch. Pick up my motherfucking phone, call so I can order my shit. You know what I'm saying? I need an all-star breakfast, a Texas cheesesteak meal, and a goddamn, make sure that shit's smothered and covered on that motherfucker.
Okay.
We up out of here. Pick up the goddamn phone.
Pick up the phone, baby.
God damn.
Okay.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Where's you at?
I was in the moment.
We in the Waffle House. I'm getting that all-star.
No. Okay, so your mom took you to
And she
Waffle
said,
House.
no, yes. So this is in 2014.
2014.
So this, I always point out the year, you guys, just because of how fast technology has expanded.
Right.
So in 2014, she's like, have you ever heard of internet radio? And I'm like, not really. I only heard of satellite and FM. Okay. And so she's like, I need for you to do your research on internet radio. I'm going to help you fund your first internet radio business and then go from there.
Hey, I got one more to say. Shout out to the mom.
Yes.
Straight up. My dude's something serious.
Yes, literally.
She is something
I
serious.
always would give credit to my mother for allowing for her to see what I like. Because like I said, for an example, like if I did good in school.
They were scared of your mama.
If I did good in school, she would like, and this is, keep in mind, like my mom, we didn't have it like that. Mm-hmm. So for her, it was like, probably like a, pleasure, moment. But like if I did good in school for the week, she would go to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. Right on. And she would buy the cassette tapes, so that'd be like $3-4.
You still
and
got
then she would sit it on my bed. I still got some, which is crazy.
You need to play them,
and she would sit them on my bed when I get home, just to kind of be like, all right, go do your thing this weekend. I'm like, oh snap, it's going down, So I definitely just looking at the camera. If your kid, if you see a consistency with like a talent, let your kid chase it. Even because let's just be transparent. Radio, we don't make no money. Until you reach the like morning show level, that's when you make money. So in other words, my dream wasn't about money. And so now being in an industry though that is now always pushing about money, right. I'm like having a hard time trying to adapt with the way of life, social media and all that, because I know it's about the money. Because me personally, I joined this when it was supposed to be just like for the love of the art of like you was like, think about it.
That was MySpace.
Thank you.
That wasn't
MySpace taught us coding and all. I always tell people that was my favorite social media. It made you be individual. Like it made you be you. Right. You are Lou. You are O. You are Kidemo. Right. Now on Instagram, we can make the same content, and now it's just a matter of who goes viral first, who has the most views, who get paid. And it's not even, I'm not even saying that we're competing, but it's just saying that we're doing the same thing.
You're fucking competing.
Yeah, you are.
If you want to make some bread, you compete.
Yeah, you are. And I'm not trying to knock that, but I'm just saying, like,
it's just who
if all of us together still, we individually, we may not be competing, right? But it's just like, we're still trying to make this dollar now off attention. And that's what's dangerous to me, I feel like, in this world. I love social media to death. We're making dollars, for real, off attention. And that's where I'm having the biggest struggle. People that know me, they're like 10 years and they probably go to my page.
Trying to beef with nobody.
They'll go to my page right now and they'll be like, well, my older page got like somebody like blocked it or whatever, but got it like spammed out. But anywho, so if you go to True Dreams right now, you're like 36, 37, 100 followers, 10 years, what's going on? And it's like, but then when you come to the city, respectfully, somebody, you know Kidemo, you know True Dreams, and that's because at the end of the day, like I thank God that I wasn't consumed with being known off attention and being known off talent in my brand, which was the power of my words and letting somebody know, like, guess what? My business is called True Dreams because I believe in your dreams. And let's do this. So to me, that's why when I was so excited today to be the first show, because I tell people all the time, like, oh, I'm your first interview. Oh, I'm your first time performing on stage. Because eventually, let's just keep it a buck. If I'm on the level of like Breakfast Club, I'm gonna have to pay you.
Right.
Now let's keep it humble. And it might sound disrespectful. I love my artists. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being real. We all human. I really don't want to pay you to talk to you. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, I'm being raw. Like, I don't want to really pay you because I'm pushing you more than I'm pushing me. That's just raw.
And speaking on that, I've been feeling this way, like, and this is another reason why I created this platform was because I felt like a lot of times everything is so transactional.
Right.
And what I mean by that is like you said, we can't talk unless there's a dollar figure involved.
We gotta be talking about some bread.
I can't, and I wanted to bring back that sense of community, that sense of belonging, that sense of like, yo, I fuck with you, you fuck with me. Let's showcase that and let's just,
Exactly.
And I kind of felt like we've kind of lost our way because we've become so transactional that we don't value friendships, we don't value true relationships, to the point that people calling themselves the brothers and sisters, but it's a dollar figure attached.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once that money slow up, they ain't your brother no more, they ain't your sister no more.
Straight up.
They looking for the next lick. They looking for the next come up.
And I feel you, and I'm sorry. I touch people. I'm a touchy person, y'all, so sorry about that. Just in case this boo-boo's watching, it's sorry. But look now, however, with that being said, I 100% agree because this is what people don't understand. And I try to speak about this more than I should. But, and this is a whole, probably another different topic or subject, but it's just being for real. I love that you point that out because what people don't understand is that building a village, a family, a foundation is actually more richer than actually being a billionaire. Because at the end of the day, when literally, like right now, like especially as a black woman, right? Right now we're thriving. Let's just be honest. Congratulations to the black woman in the world right now. Look, we doing our thing. And I'm going to be very honest. I ain't no pick me, none of that. If you watch my movement, you'll see that. But that's another topic. But I'm being transparent with y'all. I am right now successful. Black entrepreneur, black woman in the world, owning my own business, owning my own home, owning my own car note. No more car notes. Listen, all that. But guess what? I still have not had the abundance of wealth, which is an actual family and foundation and a village that I was able to confidently say that I either created or contribute to consistently, because that lives on. I can right now die today. Please, God, don't let me. But I could die today. And guess what? If I give this money, because I don't have kids or are not married, but if I give this money to somebody else, it's not to make a promise that they know how to handle it. The point is, what I'm making is that just because you make your millions and your billions, that don't mean when you die, somebody know how to handle it like you did. So what you need to teach people is about your character, about your behavior, so they can live for that. So where like my first job, I joke, and I'm just so crazy because I'm in here in Charlotte, and I just seen the owner of my first job. I worked at Chick-fil-A. I just seen the owner there the other day, and I was like, yo, you don't even know, but I work here, y'all move in university, right? But I tell people this, I'm like, that first job in particular, I'm only pointing them out, but I'm just saying that first job from my experience taught me about having good customer service. Right. Whatever you got going on, I'll never forget. I as a woman, I was on my period, attitude bad. At work, they looked at me, they said, they noticed my energy wasn't the same like before. Right. They said, what's going on, you okay? I was like, oh, I was just that time. You want to go home? Forget the money. You know what I'm saying? I need the money in my head. Right. But they like, yo, go home. Because your energy bad for the world. You get what I'm saying? Right. And so I'm like, but I know for survival, I need the money. You know what I'm saying? For off the strength. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Right. I'm going to get it together.
Change the energy, boom, boom. So to me, that customer service is starting at 14. Fast forward to life. Yo, we go through things, women, men. So I'm pointing that out. Like, not to be transparent, but a period. Because that's common. Look, we go through things. Right. That energy don't deserve to be put out on you, though. Or on you, though. I still supposed to unconditionally, if I love myself, pour that love on you, pour that love on you, pour that support on you, pour that support, that the care, whatever. So it's like, to me, I feel like it's like if we actually kind of like respect that, yo, no matter what, show love, we build that village, we build that energy. Like, no disrespect, but respectfully, his platform is one of the biggest platforms right now going in Charlotte. What's crazy is that what I just learned tonight is that he's not even from Charlotte. He's not even from North Carolina. So now I'll flip it. He from up north. It's a busy life up there still. The goal is every man for himself out there too. Why? It transitions to down here. But we all, y'all, as all of us, 336, 919, 212, 3 different area codes, and we come together. Imagine if we consistently did this, whether in person or virtual, where we literally can build that like generational, what they consider to be wealth. I think
that's what we doing with the Architects of Fucking, because we seeing fucking and we building that goddamn.
Exactly.